Happy Margarita Day to you.
No, these are not margaritas.
We've got coffee this morning. I've got bulletproof coffee. Well, it's not really bulletproof. It's got butter and it's got salt. But there you go. So, yeah, and it's a big cup of coffee. Now, the butter I made.
Oh, yeah. John made butter yesterday.
I made butter yesterday. So what ended up happening was Christie found this whipped cream.
I found this whipped cream. I think I bought it.
Well, no,
I'm pretty sure.
I think it was in the other fridge, and you lost it, and then you found it, so it came into the fridge.
No, we were going to use it for something else.
Whatever. So it expired on the 21st of February. I thought, you know what can I do with a big thing of cream besides drink it? So I went and I looked online how to make butter, and we have a KitchenAid mixer. And with the whisk, and it said you just put it in, and it's going to make whipped cream, then it's going to make strong whipped cream, and then all of a sudden, everything's going to start disappearing.
Strong whipped cream, it was fuerte.
And then all of a sudden, it would separate, and it said how it would happen. So I thought it was pretty cool. And then I added like half a teaspoon of salt. Oh my gosh, it is so creamy. It is so rich. It is so awesome. It is the best butter I've ever had in my life. It
actually was pretty good. I have to say, I was a little surprised. I didn't know how it would turn out. We've never done butter like that. But if you like the taste of cream, then you're going to love the taste of that butter.
Now, my question is these people that complain about butter in Mexico, and yes, it is a thing, for whatever reason, people are like, the butter just isn't the same in Mexico. Because you've got two types of things. You've got the margarine, and you've got the mantequilla.
The margarine. The margarine.
Margarina.
Margarine.
Margarina. And you've got the butter, which is the mantequilla, and then you've got with salt, without salt. The best butter, I think, is the Irish butter.
Yes.
That we get at
Costco.
Kerrygold.
It's expensive. It's like 2 or 3 times more expensive than regular
It's
butter.
like $11 US for 1 kilogram of that butter.
No, it's not a kilo.
No, it's half a kilo.
I'm pretty sure it's a small amount.
So, but I can tell
so
you.
Monica is saying good morning. Glenda.
I can tell you though, our
good
butter
morning
is as good or better than Kerrygold.
Yep.
Amazing. So there, you know how to make butter now if you've got a KitchenAid with the whisk.
And Monica says we're looking fantastic. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica. You know, we feel good.
So my mother has already commented on my memory from last year about my National Margarita Day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's National Margarita Day. So today, everybody watching this must have a margarita. Obviously, if you're an alcoholic or you have a problem with alcohol, please don't listen to me. I'm crazy. But if you're okay
that's
with it,
old news.
You're okay with it,
news.
Have a frickin' margarita. It will calm you down.
Debbie Keatley made it to California safely. All good. 70 degrees. I have to tell you, Debbie, that little thing that you gave me, that little glow thing is so cute. I have it sitting on my bar. It's just beautiful. I'll take a picture of it later. Huh? Yeah, it plugs in, but it also has batteries. So you can, but I don't have batteries in it. But yeah, we could bring it and plug it in here and show people what it is.
I'm going to show you. Hang on.
And Roxanne said, oh, sure, twist my arm, LOL. Good morning, Crack 60. Did we ever find out what your name was? I don't remember if you ever told us. And Kathy, good morning.
So this is from Debbie. Obviously, it's
here. Let me.
It's for Christie. Here, let me see what we got there.
There's a bunch of here. We'll have to plug it in over here because I don't know what's all plugged in.
We've got a whole lot of crap plugged in here.
So I can plug it in here.
There you go. Look at you.
So it can change colors. You just push the little on. It's not really. It's pretty bright, but this is a nice red. And then green, which is the colors aren't showing up nearly as vividly.
They're very bright here.
Green again.
But blue, it just cycles
purple.
through
No,
colors.
it doesn't. You pick a color and it doesn't cycle. I thought it did, but it doesn't cycle.
Okay.
So But yeah, super cute. That's not where I would have it normally because it's not stable. But
So what are you up to this week?
who is stable nowadays?
Let us know what you're up to this week. What exciting things do you have planned? We found out that in Canada, it is not $2,000.
Well, at least not at the one airport that was checked.
Yeah, because they said $2,000 for people to go back. That's going to be what you pay. But we've actually heard from some folks, it's $75 to $300 a person.
A night.
What?
A night.
A night?
Yeah.
$300 per night?
That's why some of them go up to $2,000, baby. Because it includes
I thought it was
food.
everything was $300 for the entire 2 weeks.
It's 3 days of quarantine or of incarceration.
So it's $100 a day. So yeah, maybe you know what? Maybe it is close to $2,000. Forget I said anything.
Honey, it's only a 3-day thing. They're not doing that to people for 2 weeks. It's only for 3 days when they first come in. Punishment for daring to leave Canada.
How dare you not listen to your prime minister? He's angelic. He is cute. And he's an ex-drama teacher. That's your prime minister.
Okay, stop.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing this week? We actually we have a closing today. It's kind of a sort of closing because what we're doing is we're putting the back lot into our trust. We're putting it into our one trust.
So what happened was when the guy offered me it, he needed the cash fast. And in order to close fast, it's got to be a national that closes. So we asked Chuita, can we put this in your name? She said, sure. So now it's going to be in our name so we can roll it in with the trust and it becomes one property instead of two properties, which was actually 3 originally because we've got lot 42, 44, and now whatever that lot number is. Do we know the address on that thing?
It's in my purse.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be 3 lots, all one. Yes. And it's not cheap to do this, but at the same time, it's got to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That way we can get plans for the pool, or not plans, but
so you can't get
permits, etc.
Yeah.
Chuita could have done it for us, but then when we went to go put it in our name, then it would have cost more.
Because the value would have risen because you would have built stuff on it.
Yeah.
So now that it's going to be in our name, we can do stuff on it, which we've been doing stuff on.
So Glenda is saying that it is warming in Dallas. It went from -2 to +72 in 4 days in Dallas. Wow. That be wet.
That is crazy.
And then Larry and Donna Mazur. Good morning. Scotty's curling is on all week.
I think that's a tournament.
Oh, well then have fun watching it. I actually, my daughter has curled. I've only curled my hair.
Yep. And it's funny that Canadians curl because it's like you're out on the ice.
You're actually sweeping. You're not even curling. You're sweeping.
And you're throwing rocks. You're throwing rocks and you're sweeping. And I can't decide, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
The sweeping is good.
Yeah.
But the throwing rocks is wrong.
But you're
especially
doing
at
it.
Glass houses.
You're doing it cold. But then you can do it half the year, maybe 8 months of the year in Canada.
In Alberta, for sure.
Outside, anyways.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Speaking of ice, there's an ice rink here somewhere in the bay.
What?
Yeah.
I remember years ago,
where.
they tried it at one of the malls, and they could just not make it.
But my friends'
soft.
kids have skated on it. Want to go skating, Shay?
I want to go skating. Not.
It's cold.
My feet are so sore. Like I've got so much pain at the top. It almost feels like a gout attack. So yeah, this metabolic thing that I'm going through right now, not fun.
But you're looking good.
Thank you.
You don't have to feel good. You just have to look good. That's all that's important.
You look marvelous.
Yeah.
Yes, it's better to look good than to feel good.
Oh, okay. So April is...
Which April?
April Mitten.
April, it was your grandchildren.
Yes.
That Christie
So she said it's super cool. Took the kids last week, kind of behind Soriana. So Soriana, the newish Soriana that's the Chedraui.
Soriana is by the marina. There's a Soriana. Which Soriana?
And then Victor says, good morning, Sir Victor. How are you? How was your weekend? You had a lot
Sir
of gigs,
Victor.
Sir Victor.
It almost sounds like cervix.
Sir
You better
shit.
watch that. I'm just telling you, it's just Victor. It's fine.
Wow.
You just don't want to go there. I'm sorry.
No, but you did. Why?
You do not want to go there. I'm just saying. Just Victor. So yes. So which Sorianas is about? Is there another Soriana in?
I want to punch you.
Yeah. Oh, the one in the mall. There's that Soriana in the mall.
It's 4 degrees in Winnipeg. That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Love skating. I did in Mexico City, but I'm not sure if I would do it again. I'm getting older.
Who's that?
Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor, it's not the skating doesn't worry me, it's the falling that worries me because it's been many, many years since I've skated.
See, I used to skate all the time. I fell all the time.
Christie.
Never wore a helmet. Didn't affect me at all.
Which shows a lot, yes.
Got some pucks to the head.
Good morning, Mrs. McFarlane, Mama Terry, whatever you want us to call you. Yes, punch him. Victor wants me to punch you too. Wow. I thought they were your friends, but apparently they're my friends.
Sir Victor? Come on. Just it doesn't.
The one closer to town, right behind Secrets, actually.
So that's going to be the Marina one. So in the Marina, apparently there is a skating rink. And I mean, it's not even apparently, there is one. If indeed it is the Marina.
Unless April's pulling my leg and she faked it.
I don't think you can fake skating rinks. Mind you, the skating rink that they were going to get here is the same material as cutting boards. And they say you have like a 90-some% experience is the same as ice. So you can't like turn and slide and scrape the ice, but you can move on it apparently.
That was from a hockey friend of ours, yeah.
Yeah, that was very strange.
He told us about that.
It is very, and I can't believe
okay,
that.
I have to do what people want, sorry.
Okay. I can't believe that you can actually skate on cutting boards.
You're not going to try it on ours.
They're very little cutting boards, but I might get some, like 1 or 2 push-ups.
You don't have skates, so it doesn't matter.
And my feet are very sore right now. And why are people's feet so deformed when they wear skates for years?
And surprisingly, we did not bring our skates when we moved to Mexico. Go figure.
Why? I got Christie skates as a Christmas gift one year, and I wrapped it in a bunch of different boxes. It was very funny to watch her try and
it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work to get those skates.
For skates.
And you wanted skates.
I wanted them so bad. I think I wore them once.
I found skates that fit her.
That's the biggest thing because my feet are a little on the large side.
Now I will tell you.
This one is real ice, April said.
That's amazing. So I can tell you a very funny story that's completely gone out of my head now.
Good, because it was probably about me and it probably wasn't funny.
It was about you, but I really can't remember it.
God's protecting you, so I don't have to punch you again.
He probably is. Now, what was it?
Don't. Just move on. Ask me something quick so he doesn't have to remember what his story was about.
Give me a moment while I remember.
No, there's no moments. We're done. Goodbye. No, so our closing is late this afternoon. We are meeting Jolene and her husband at the office this morning.
Yeah, Jolene is normally on here, but we're actually meeting her.
But she's here in real life, so we get to meet her.
So we're very excited. And so the planes are still coming, folks. Why are you trapped? Why are you living in a place where you just have to live in a house and just like shiver?
You can put your heat on, you won't shiver.
Maybe. I've been watching all kinds of crazy videos this last few days, like about warming our house up with firewood. Our house isn't cold. Why the hell am I watching that?
Or skinning boars.
Skinning boars.
Why would he do that? We're
not even skinning a boar, taking it all down. So like I watched a guy today and he hung the boar up and he blowtorched the whole thing. Like he sprayed it with fire, burning the hair. And
that
he
had
said,
to have smelled so awful.
He said you need the skin because a lot of people, when they kill the wild boars, they keep the skin and the fur and they take it off and try not to get any of the fur on the meat. but then they cut out the meat. And he's like, it doesn't taste good. You want the skin. So this guy, and he had a firearm. He was an Asian American. He had an accent, but he was as American as my friends in Texas, and I love him. So yeah, he was awesome.
Hi, Terry. How are you? Other Terry. So there's two Terrys watching. One with a Y, one with an I. Both ladies.
He had a firearm
Well,
on his side. And I'm like, he's on his property. What's he expecting? A wild boar is going to come out and protect his buddies who are already dead?
So Terry, how close are you to picking up all those tiles? Because you're rocking it. You're finding a lot of those tiles that are being hidden. I think that's such a cool thing. I should probably get out and try to find at least one.
Christie says, why did we not do something like this? Oh, yeah, because we're not creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we need to think of things that are fun, that the tourists can do and the locals.
You know what I think we should do is have an actual, I mean, this is a scavenger hunt. Yes, you are looking for these tiles.
Explain what it is.
So there's a gentleman actually that started it. And he actually has a Facebook page. And so what he's doing is he's taking sea tiles that he's found in the ocean. He's carving a little heart on them. And I believe on the back there's a number. I'm taking one to Ms. Maloya today. Then there's on the back there's a number, and you collect them. And the person that collects the most can win a bottle of tequila. He's got a little a bottle of, I think, Don Julio Crystal. I don't remember what it was for sure. So this is kind of the game that he's doing. Now, I know years ago, sorry, it's just a fraud call. I know years ago, they did actual scavenger hunts where you had a list of things that you had to buy or find or buy or borrow or trade.
Didn't your ladies sort of finish high in that?
Yeah. And we had to carry a kid.
That was terrible.
That was with Lynn and Alexis. Yeah, that was, oh my gosh, that was years ago. I can gift one to you for Elements Realty. Yeah, no. So, so it was a lot of fun. That actual, like a true scavenger hunt. And we walked it. Lynn and I walked it. I think you picked us up at the end and brought us back. But it was fun. So maybe we should do something like that before high season is gone.
Yeah, we do have a lot of foreigners here. We really do.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part is we've got lots of foreigners that live here, but they're in their house and they have been for over a year. And that's very sad. That is so fucking sad.
But maybe if we did something that was based outside, they would be more willing to come and do it. Because we don't have to go in a building at all to do this.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see. We'll think about it and let everybody know if we do decide to do something like that.
And you need to get sunshine to get your vitamin D.
Oh, Terry said then people will have to come to our office to find it. That's why she wants to give us one.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Maybe.
The only problem is
you've now told everybody.
That's right.
And everybody, this will be the first place they look now.
Well, no, he shows a picture. So what he'll do is he'll put it somewhere and he'll take a picture of like a close-up. So not to really explain where it was, but to give people idea, especially if they're walking around and no Bucerius and stuff. So it's actually a very fun idea. I'm very impressed.
If he hit it on the bench, it's the only bench that looks like this for many towns, which I love my bench. I really love my bench.
I love my bench. Mm-hmm.
And I really don't like the people that are putting their cigarettes out on my bench.
Yeah.
Like there are burn marks in my bench. If you see somebody doing bad things to my bench, go and slap them. Slap them silly, please. So at least when I see them and they're like in a daze, I'll know what they were doing. Thank you.
We do actually have video cameras, so we could find out who's doing it. It's just don't check on them regularly enough.
No, we don't. And it's funny because when we look at the videos, a lot of people use our bench.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this romantic spot, this rest spot, a smoking spot. It's everything.
Yeah, Lori, we have a lot of photos of our bench. We use it as advertising sometimes for Elements.
Yeah. It's the prettiest bench in Bucerias.
It is a lovely one.
Now, I did notice on the other side of the highway.
Go find the one by Azul in the broken walkway. Well, maybe on my way to the office, I'll stop over by Azul.
So in our office space, on the other side of the highway, somebody has a Proda bench. It's very rustic looking, but it is made of Proda, and it looks very pretty too.
Where's that?
We went by it, and like somewhere there.
Oh, somewhere over there. Over there.
There.
Ours is more
fancy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fancy, but it's not very rustic. It's iron and wood, and which is why we changed the big old bulky table that we had.
If you go on Google and you look at our office on Google, that has like an office link or something, there's photos, and there is a photo, I believe, of the bench.
I think even if they go to our Elements Realty Group page on Facebook.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Let me check.
So please tell us what you're up to this week. We're so curious. And I see that my shirt is really making like crazy.
Yeah.
I maybe shouldn't have worn this shirt.
Yeah, there is on our homepage. There's a picture of the back of the bench. Anyways.
That's what I think of that person that just called me. I don't know who it was, but I just hung up on them because why would I answer when I'm talking to you? So I really need to call them back, though. Okay, so we are at 10:19.
Good morning, Pastor Freddie. How are you this morning?
Good morning. So what can we tell these fine folks today? I was going to tell them a funny story about you, but I can't remember.
Azul, December can't come fast enough. That is true. Julie Rojas. Yeah.
So what can we tell you? Well, somebody called me this weekend to list a Terralta 1. And I said, well, why don't I meet you there? He's like, well, I'm in Cancun. I'm like, then why are you calling me? And he said that he's got somebody working on his house. It's going to be 1.5 to 2 months worth of construction. And he said he's doing the kitchens and the bathrooms, etc. The thing is if you're not adding real estate, like if you're not creating bigger bedrooms,
hi, Abby,
or a bigger kitchen in the back or a garage in the front, you're not really adding a lot to a Terralta.
No.
And it's kind of sad when these people think, oh, if I just upgrade everything, all of a sudden I'm going to make it worth money. No, it's not going to work.
Not going to happen.
No, because who's going to spend an extra $50,000 on something they could have done for 10? And it's very sad when people do that. So yeah, if you're not adding real estate, you're not adding anything to the property. Now, if you add solar panels, you may get 80% of that back. I mean, we should do like a realistic expectation of return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
But when you add real estate, when you add square meters of real estate, that is real. So we've added on our house a lot, which is silly because we're in the wrong neighborhood to have such a large house.
Someone told me that you told them that eventually our house will be worth $1 million. And I'm like,
nope.
No, he would have never said that.
No.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did. He said it. I'm like, yeah.
No, never. No, maybe in
There is one
lifetime.
listing for $299, a Terralta one.
Well,
I haven't seen it.
Remember that Canada one that started? It was like $295, $297.
Yeah, but I think it sold for like $160 or something.
Yeah, people are nuts. They're crazy. You know, they think that their place is worth $1 gajillion, and it's not. So yeah, it's crazy. Now it is still moving. That market under 300, still just moving. So, but it's that middle zone. That's really the dead zone. But we've sold a few houses in there. Most disappointing, the one on the hill. Just that we lost that sale. That was very bothersome.
But we do have a showing on that this afternoon.
Yeah, but it's not ours, but it is.
It's our company's.
Yeah, Keith will be showing it. So good job, Keith.
Yeah.
We need to sell that thing.
Yeah, it would be nice, especially since my name is on it and I get calls pretty much every day. How much is that house on the hill? 800,000.
And you know what?
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Before us, it was listed for 5 years. Not a single offer. Not one.
Lossa Morris. listed at $299. Yeah.
But even Los Amores about a year and a half ago was $100,000. Like, was the new developer went in and was selling it for like 2.2 million pesos.
Roxanne actually said it was listed at $299. Well, some people might list it at $299. She meant listed.
So the thing is that the developer went in, they only needed $100,000 because they wanted that 2.2 million pesos. They were a Mexican company. They sold it in pesos, but people, man, it was a crazy time. But the last one, as soon as it sold, boom, back up to 200,000.
And Roxanne is saying it's way too much. Just so you guys know, you can find an agent that will price your house for pretty much whatever you want to price it at. Will it sell? Not really. Probably not.
Well, we were at that development last week where the owners wanted 200,000 per condo, and they had built 4 of them. And I said, how long has it been listed? And they said, over a year. I said, we just had the second best year in real estate. How many showings did you have? Well, not many. How many sales did you have? Well, none. Like, do you think maybe you're overpriced?
Mm-hmm.
No. We need this. I said, then we're not your agents.
Yeah. So we have turned down a couple of listings. We turned down a Terralta because she wants 100, and it's in rough shape.
Run down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't think she knows. I don't think she's been here for a long time, so I don't think she knows what kind of shape her house really is in.
It's all original, but not only is it original, it's original and damaged. Everything needs to be pulled out because there's so much damage.
It's pretty much a gut job. Pretty much.
So this lady says, well, if I can't get $100,000 in net, then I don't want to sell it. I'm like, well, I'm not your guy.
No.
Sorry.
And the same with this Los Amores. Because in Los Amores, you can't add extra.
Well, you can do a rooftop terrace now.
I know, but most of them have them already.
Well, but on the interior, I don't think they do.
On the inside?
Yeah, the inside. Like the new
But that's still not going to jack it by $100,000.
No, it's not. And also now that they're building those condos in front of Los Amores, anything with ocean view is going to be lost. So yeah, I am thankful we didn't sell any of those newer ones for the 100,000 because we would go there and say, "Oh my gosh, to get an ocean view at this price."
But we always tell people.
Yeah, but at the beginning though, we were told that there was going to be nothing higher than a 2-story in the front.
Right.
So we were lying. We weren't.
No, we were lied to.
I don't. It may have been that way, but when the company went bankrupt, they just sold what they could to get the money. So yeah, now we've got like a 4-story or a 6-story condo going on the highway where semi-trailers.
Good morning, Cheryl and Tony.
Nuts.
How are you guys this morning?
Absolutely crazy. So do not buy there. I mean,
I'm actually going to look up that house right now.
Which house?
The Los Amores one.
Well, it's got to have like gold leaf countertops and gold leaf fixtures in the bathrooms. It's got to look like the Trump Tower for a Los Amores.
You think?
At 300,000, it's got to.
Okay, let me see.
So yeah, it would be nice if we could do this all online. Oh wait, we could.
We could.
We don't need to.
So let me see.
If you go, I think MEX dot. Just a second here. MEX.IM/T.
Wow, someone has a $1.4 million house listed in Terralta. Boy, they put that in the wrong spot. They have done a disservice to their client, but I don't see a list. Well, actually,
if you want to see a Terralta 1, it's MEX.IM/T1, all small. And if you want Terralta 2/T2, if you want to see T3/T3. If you want to see Los Amores /LA, all small. MEX.IM/ and what I just said. And I should have changed it to the ME. I just haven't got around to it yet. Getting a little bit of an echo here. I'm just turning that off.
Yeah.
Who's selling for 1.4 million?
Well, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to report it as in the wrong place because he is so doing his clients a disservice by putting it in Terralta.
Yeah,
unless it's 1.4 million pesos.
People are weird.
But it's 5,000 square feet, so I don't think that is.
Yeah, it's not in Terralta. Now, there's 10 properties in Terralta 1 that have big backyards. Our friend Randy and his wife Shelly, they have bought one of those, put a pool in the back, and there's a few with pools in the back. It's fantastic. And the maintenance fees there, 350 pesos a month. It's like 20 Canadian dollars. It's crazy. But yeah, she's reporting it because somebody placed that $1.4 million house in Terralta. Well, physically.
Just in general, they placed it under the Terralta name, right? So
It's not hard to place your properties based on how Google works. It's really not. So, hun, are we done here?
we can.
We can continue to talk.
Yeah, I'm not reporting it as a bad thing. I'm reporting it to help because
yes, of course.
it is in the wrong place. And again, it is
you don't want to lose a $1.4 million house.
No.
It's like, oh, it's in Terralta 1. We don't need to see it. Right?
Right. But
you could.
They might assume it's pesos.
Yeah. It's not going to work. And you could probably get
but I'm not finding the Los Amores one for $2.99.
So yeah, if you can tell us where that is, Lori, that would be grand. We do not MLSVallarta.com. We were with them for over 15 years and never got a single freaking lead or sale from that. So we just decided, screw them. It's a real estate company that now owns that, and it's very odd.
So Jim Amistad is saying that he bought a Terralta 3 2 years ago for $65,000.
Holy
that was
cow.
totally run down, and he had to repair it.
Yeah, but $65,000. That's cheaper than they were built
and that's
for.
2 years ago. That's amazing.
That really is.
However you got that deal, you got a deal. Good job.
It really is. I mean, yeah, that is fantastic. Because that's at the same time we bought this house.
But yeah, I'm not.
They will generate money too. At Terralta 3, especially because it's got the pool, renters will go there. They will spend money to go in there.
I'm not finding the Los Amores under the Terralta Los Amores.
It might be under MLS Vallarta, but nobody looks at MLS Vallarta. And anybody who does, they don't buy off of there. I know that because we never got a single lead off of it in 15, 16 years. Christie kept saying, we need to quit now. We need to quit now. For 9 years, she was telling me that. Nah, we'll get something.
We never.
Point 2. Now that one, holy crap. Does that thing ever generate money for us?
All right. Well, on that note, it was lovely.
And point 2 for us, by the way, is buceriashomes.com. That is our feed. It actually covers all of Riviera and Nayarit and Vallarta and Ms. Maloya, but it's called Bucerias Homes. And if you are in Canada and you look up Bucerias Real Estate, it shows up very high in the search engine. So it was number 1, but not anymore. So there you go.
Thanks for joining us today, you guys.
We will see you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow.
Happy Margarita Day. Remember, margaritas today? Yep. All day.
All day. That's all you have to eat.
Drink. That's all you have to, unless you're going to eat